is the Mel and Sam Show. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode. Mel.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, where's your sound gone?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Are you excited?
Oh, Sam, I'm as excited as a chocoholic in a galaxy factory. I can't even tell you.
That's so funny.
I'm so excited. It's like, I don't know, it's like Batman and Robin, isn't it?
It's so strange. Like, this is the official one, and I'm like, oh, I normally do this all on my own, and I love it that you're here.
Yes, step over. Let me in.
But I think, you know why? Because we've got, like, tons of good stuff. We're not just talking about one thing. We've got
hundreds and hundreds of things.
Yes.
Absolutely hundreds.
Yes,
so, how excited are you? How excited I am. How excited are you?
Well, I had to nip upstairs before we came on to just pop in some panty liners because I knew I wouldn't last the hour because you would just make me laugh so much. So
well,
no.
You make me laugh and I haven't got the panty liners. Oh, it's the washer up, David.
So, Mel, before we kick off, because I bet you there are some women and men on Facebook thinking, who is those two amazing, gorgeous chicks online on my newsfeed? And I think we should tell them who we are.
Right. Shall I start?
Yes, start.
I'll start. So, I'm Melanie Lewandon. Hi. I'm a nail artist, nail educator and co-owner of Flo and Ellie Nail Supplies, and I'm a Derbyshire lass with not very much class.
Oh, I love that, but I hate that, but I love it.
But I haven't, Sam, so...
You have. You've got class of your own.
Well, you know what they say, can't polish a turd.
Okay, now I wish I prepared mine.
Ah.
So my name is Sam Biddle and I am also a nail artist first and foremost and an educator, but I am an international one, just saying. I am a co-owner for Be Creative Nails, which is like a nail art solution thing, but I am owner of Be Inspired Online, which means I'm a course creator for like over 20 friggin' online courses. I've been a busy baby for the last 5 years. So I am also a competition coach and a mentor for many, many, many of you that are watching probably, but those that aren't, come along to Be Inspired Online. That is me.
That is you.
So, Mel.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question. Okay, I wanted to ask you what was the most embarrassing, funny thing that has happened to you, like last week? Because I was going to say this week, but we're Monday, so something funny that's happened to you.
Anybody that knows me will know that my whole life is funny. However, something really funny's happened today, actually. So we have Staffy, and our Staffy's name is Nala. And she's a little darling. But at the moment, she has this thing about not walking. She doesn't want to walk. So we just have to keep taunting her outside. And we've gone from having a harness to a collar. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go today. I'm the alpha. I'm going to give it a go. So we live on a little cul-de-sac. And her boyfriend, Oakley, from over the close was outside. And I thought, right, I'll give her a run around the cul-de-sac. And right over in the corner of our cul-de-sac, there's a house that nobody really goes in and nobody really comes out. So they just peer through the windows occasionally. And I looked up and there was my dog having a poo.
Oh my God.
In the neighbour's garden. No, not just on the edge. I'm talking right in the middle, ears back, looking at me. And I just ran over with my baggies, trying to apologise to the man through the window, saying, sorry.
Oh, he didn't come out then?
No, he was just glaring through the window, and I'm trying not to put my finger through the bag, and I'm trying to clear it up, and then I've got Oakley jumping up me the other side. Nala's really proud of herself, and I'm just like suitably embarrassed. And apparently I found out tonight she's done this twice before.
Oh, great.
Spot.
So your neighbour your neighbour loves you then?
Not now. I reckon they'll cut me Christmas wires tonight. There'll be no lights. What about you? Anything happened to you this week?
Oh, well, this is really embarrassing because, like, you might know, but I like my technology. I love my gadgets, and I'm pretty tech savvy. I'm the one that people come to in the house. Like, Mum, can you fix this? John goes, Sam, I need help with this. So I went up to the Nail Safari, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago? And I was driving down, I hit London and I tried to make a call. I was calling Rebecca and I'm like, there's no signal on my phone. I don't understand. I can't understand why there's no signal. So I fine, just listened to my music all the way home, which was dead boring. And I got home and I looked on the 3 website and it said that there were signal problems. Okay, fine. That was like 2 weeks ago. And I went out for a walk last week because bearing in mind I'm at home most of the time with Wi-Fi. So I don't need my phone, or I just don't use my phone out and about. So I went out for a walk and I realised I couldn't text John because something else embarrassing had happened, but that's for next time. And so I got home, I thought, right, I'm going to phone free. 20 minutes I sat on that line waiting for them to answer. And he said, there must be something wrong with your phone. We can fix it. I went, there isn't, because I've checked my phone. I'm tech savvy. I know these things.
You know.
He said, right, can you turn off your Wi-Fi? Okay, yeah, I've done that. And so he's flicking through you can hear him flicking through his little thing. And I'm like looking at the phone, listening to him flick through the thing, thinking, okay. And I literally said this to him. Okay, slightly embarrassing. I think I know the problem because the cellular network, I had obviously switched it off in my fumble in the car. So I'm like, oh my God. I literally said to him, and it was like, he was the nicest little, like, he must have been from India. I mean, he had an accent. And I said, listen, could you just leave this between you and me? I said, because this is so embarrassing. And he goes, and he was so serious. He went, well, Mrs. Biddle, he says, these calls are recorded, so I think my supervisor might be listening to this call. I said, well, supervisor, could you not tell anybody either? Because I'm so embarrassed. And I apologized, and that was it. So me being tech savvy, maybe not so much.
Please tell me you didn't say, well, you know.
Yes, I'm tech savvy.
My name's Sam Biddle and I'm tech savvy. Please.
Well, I didn't quite say that, but I said, well, it won't be anything wrong with my phone.
Because I know.
Because I've checked it all, I said.
How have you been communicating? Cup and string?
Yeah. Yes. Telepathy. I'm that type of person.
You see, we have cup and string up here in Derby.
Yeah. Down south, we just do telepathy. We're a bit more evolved, you see.
Oh. Yeah, it's true, actually. All right, bean cans. That's what we have.
So that was my embarrassing moment, and I have to say, I was embarrassed, and it took me a little while before. Well, you're the first person I've told, so I know.
Everybody so we'll keep else that's watching.
Oh shit. So each month we're going to bring you like an array of different things after our intro, obviously. And what have I written here? I said array of different segments in this show, from nail art to nail farts. Now, I wrote that bit early morning whilst I was in the hot tub, and I'm like, I just read it and I thought, that's freaking amazing. I love that.
Good.
I know.
It's one of my favourite things, actually, I think you've ever written.
Oh, thanks.
That's okay. That's okay. And Sam, we're going to mix it up a little bit because our brains are very creative like that. So we do things like that. Yeah. And we've got so much stuff to share. I'm like literally busting at the seams.
I know, but we have 1 hour. And so it's a little impractical. So we might, have to spread it out a little bit. One show, 1 hour. I know. Although I don't think they'll watch for any longer. I really don't. But tonight, tell me what's happening tonight.
Okay, so tonight, let's get excited. Okay, so let's tell you what's coming up. So we've got our first ever pin twist challenge. Okay.
Yes.
So pin twist, We'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. We've got an interview with Welsh stock.
Welsh stock.
Felicity Young. Welsh stock who can't speak Welsh. I'm just adding.
Yeah, I know.
More Welsh than her. It's terrible. With Felicity Young, we have nail news. Now this will be good.
This is sensational.
This is really good.
Yeah, this is like, you know, when you have news at 10 and they've got, you know, when they do the bulletin and they're like, breaking news. Well, it's not quite breaking news, but it's going to be good.
You can do the bong.
Oh, well. Okay.
Oh!
Did you hear that?
Round cue. We've also got nail art beat. This is our little take on, if anybody's old enough to remember,
70s.
What was it called? Heartbeat?
Heartbeat. Because it was Tony Hart.
Tony Hart.
And it was his art thing, and he'd go and show the readers art.
So we've got that, and we've also got probably my favourite, Confessions of a Nail Take. This is a no holds barred confession. Nothing is censored.
We don't know what each other has, and we had planned to just do one per show, but we are so excited that we decided to do them together. So if we run over, we run over. But
do what we like.
I know. I wanna know about nail news. I want to start off with nail news because this is exciting.
It's exciting. So the other week, Sam sent me a link to an Instagram account. Now, you know, I do go on Insta a lot, 2 o'clock in the morning usually, and this account was called Nail Shade. So some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not have heard of it, but it made for really interesting reading.
It literally is like WikiLeaks for nail technicians. Like, it was this person, like I'll say they, because we don't know if it's a male or a female, completely anonymous. And they talk about brands and their claims. And do you know what? This person highlights in very scientific detail what we should actually know about as nail technicians. So what we probably don't read the small print.
No.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it made fascinating reading. So guess what I did? I messaged them. I messaged Nail Shade.
Yeah.
Do you feel like John Craven? I don't know who he is.
I know who he is.
So I feel like literally, like it's the first ever reporting job I've done, and I'm taking it seriously. So I actually messaged them and to ask them to make comment for the show.
Did they say no?
Yeah, of course they didn't.
Now I'm really interested. Like, what, you know, like, why did they do it? Like, because they messaged you back, didn't they?
Yes, they did. So I have some little quotes from them. So I asked them a few little questions. So I did ask them why Nail Shade was created and what they put. And I'll read this word for word. I created Nail Shade in light of the multiple crisis our industry is facing. The allergy epidemic, the rise of substandard educational courses, and the growing prevalence of white label brands manufactured in the Far East, which are circumnavigating all EU standards to sell on the open market. Having seen the impact of other Instagram call-out accounts like Diet Prada in the fashion world and Estee Laundry for the beauty industry, I've never heard of these, both of whom have served to hold brands to account. Shame poor practices within their respective industries, I decided there was space for a nail equivalent on Instagram. There are so many groups on Facebook where the facts are shared by top industry professionals, but their message is always diluted on busy pages or frequently denied by those who prefer the bliss of ignorance. Nail Shade serves as a space where all the facts are, to the best of my knowledge, collated for easy reference. We need to hold our industry to account before it's too late. So,
like, and that's powerful. I mean, when she's talking, or they're talking, I say she because but you know, when they're talking about crisis and holding people to account, my one concern with it all, and I am I'm always a devil advocate. I'm always looking on the other side, but I'm always thinking, what is it that we've got that will police it? Because it's fine being anonymous, but there's no accountability with that. Like, what is it that they're hoping to achieve by doing this?
Well, again, I did ask them again, what was it they wanted to get out of it? And the answer, I was a little surprised, but again, it's not a huge amount. It was as much a personal space to vent as anything. I want brands to substantiate their claims rather than just cheap marketing buzzwords, and know that their customers are not stupid and are watching them. In addition, if I can make just one tech think about their products or practices, then this is great news for the whole industry.
Well, and that's fair, actually. That is fair. Is fair.
It is, and I mean, you have to have a certain amount of bravery to do something like this, even though it's anonymous.
Yeah. Why is it anonymous?
Well, again, nothing went, absolutely nothing went unasked. So they decided to remain anonymous, it says, because it allows them to speak more freely and honestly, which is true, because obviously I've seen it backwards and forwards, and it can get quite nasty. Them being attached to a personal or business identity, because it can be defamating to your business, I suppose, as well. I've received an overwhelmingly positive response through the page, but it's also had its fair share of negativity and threats from brands.
Well, I've seen that. I have seen that. When I sent you that link, I sat and read some of the you really dig deep and you go through the layers, and I've seen it, and I'm like, I think it's fair play. I think it's good. That there's no reason, if a brand is out there to say, hey, this is what we do, this is what we claim, then if they've got the right to say that, then somebody else has the right to say, but what about this? And what about this? You can't have one and not the other. No. So I think it's...
It did add, though, it says that the anonymity allows me to disconnect more easily. So I suppose, as a person, I hate confrontation, and sometimes I look at things and I don't like to comment through fear.
Right, yes.
So I suppose by remaining anonymous, they can just cut that off, because that's not on them as an individual, it's on...
I want to know who they are.
Me too. Well, they did say obviously they've got to remain anonymous, and that's why they were answering the questions. And I sat laughing because I ain't got a clue. And I don't know how I'm supposed to know who they are when it's anonymous.
Yes.
So I said, your secret's safe with me, love, because I've no idea.
Because I've got these questions and I'm like, who does this sound like? But I don't know.
Well, I had guesses. I did have guesses, but I was completely...
I think you're wrong, though.
I was completely wrong. Totally wrong. It's probably somebody I know. It's probably Dog Poo Man over the road.
Yeah.
Computer.
Listen, it could be me. It's not.
No, because they answered pretty early in the morning. Early hours of the morning, like I'm talking 1 o'clock, and you're normally way tucked up by then. You're normally up at 5.
Oh, if it's 1 o'clock, do you think it's abroad?
No, because I'm still up at 2.
Right. You're obviously way more passionate than me. I can't stay in bed. Come 11 o'clock, that's it.
Oh, I tell ya, it's like that Dick Turpin of the nail world. I did ask them another couple of questions as well, Sam. I wanted to know why Nail Shade.
Oh yeah. Oh, the name.
Because it's a bit of an odd name, and they've said that it's a play on words.
Oh, okay.
Not only is it relevant to the industry, it also refers to the notion of throwing shade on things we see that are not okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I like that. But I looked, and their account's been open since April.
I know.
So...
And the followers, I'm looking all the time now, because I like to see what they're saying.
Yeah.
because, you know, some of it is quite hard-hitting and uncensored.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. Well, but is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, this is my question before. It's like, okay, it's uncensored, so there's no accountability, because, you know, the same reason why they want to remain anonymous is so that they can say whatever they want. But, you know, isn't that the problem with social media, is that, you know, people do just say what they want with no accountability. You know, you're verging on the edge of trolls and all of that stuff. And, you know, I appreciate what they're doing. Like, you know, I think in a way it's a good idea, and I think we should all be that diligent. She's, or he, I should stop saying she, I'm so sorry. They have come up, the information they've come up with is amazing, that I didn't know even about, because I don't have time for that, you know? So I think it's good. But I also worry that...
I think as well, the anonymity is... I suppose I know there's a lot of trolls, but even they must go, you know, when they've had a great big argument with somebody, they must go home and they must think about it, because that is obviously on their name, unless they have no scruples and they don't care. But this person is able to go and then just switch the computer off and off the pop.
But do they? I don't know. They might not.
Well, it's not me.
No, it's not me. I couldn't do it. Like, I'm serious. If I have to say something, like, even remotely close to the bone, I'm like, oh. And I worry. I go into the house and I go, honey, so I said this, and then they said this, and then I said this, and he's like, what are you worrying? And because John goes in and he calls people all sorts of stuff. He doesn't care. And I wish I was like that a bit more.
My husband's exactly the same. He will literally just, it's like verbal diarrhea. It just goes, bleh, and he can't help it.
And everyone loves him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, but we're in a bit of a different industry, I think.
We are, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to round this off because it's one question, and I like to ask this question, and I like to ask this question to a lot. What I said was, if there was one thing that could be changed, what if they could change it in the industry, what would it be? Now, I know this is a tough question for everybody, because there is a domino effect of things that need changing.
Yeah.
Being really cruel, and I'm asking for the one. And Nail Shade have commented and said, it's a hard question. But if it could just change one thing in the nail industry, to make it compulsory to read Doug Shoe's textbooks before qualification. Even if you only do a day course with a rubbish educator, these books will give you enough scientific information to make sensible choices throughout your career and avoid many of the pitfalls.
A day course with a rubbish educator? What the hell?
That is what was said.
Wow. So I want to ask you the question. Okay. I didn't ask you. You don't know I'm asking you this question. But what's the one thing you'd want to change?
I think I would change. I want the industry to be licensed.
Right.
That is what I would like. And I think that if the industry was licensed, there would have to be a certain criteria to meet before you get that license. Right. So therefore, we would hopefully, if we just had everybody licensed with the local authorities, local councils, you know, people like that. In America, you have to have a license.
Yeah.
And I can't see what the difference is here. But that's my opinion. You know, other people may think something different, but I just think if there is more regulation and stricter ways of letting people open salons, do the treatments, I think it would knock quite a lot of this on the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the stop for using products, but that's another thing. What would you change, Dan?
Oh, do you know, I would, there's enough people wanting to change how the industry works. I'd want to change how people are. But I'm more about the people anyway, not about the industry. Oh, like I shouldn't even screw my face up. I'm sorry. It's not about the industry. It's about the people. I would like to change the way nail technicians view themselves. And I would hope that we could have a more confident industry. And I get so sad that people just don't have the confidence to step out of their fear-based situation. And if I could change anything, it would be that, because I think we'd have a stronger industry, because people would be more inclined to go educate, because they would feel worthy enough to, add to that education. So that would be what I'd change. Because there's enough of you guys wanting to change the industry, so I'll just change the people.
No, that's nice. And again, it's kind of almost like around and round in circles. So you want people to be more confident.
Yeah.
But obviously, everything that we've just been talking about makes people feel less confident.
Yeah.
So it is like literally round and round. It will have to stop, because somebody's going to have to get off and be sick. So it will stop.
So, well, yes. Well, we'll just wait and see. I mean, the industry is since we've been in the industry, it's just growing. So it's changing and evolving, and and I even looking at social media now. When I joined, there was no social media, and how social media affects us, affects our opinions of things, and how we see ourselves and how we see other nail technicians and businesses. It is an ever-evolving thing.
It is. I mean, I work in a salon every day. A lot of people who are watching will know that I am a working tech. I have a full column like everybody else, as well as doing everything else that I do. And social media plays a massive part in my day.
Yeah.
Like my whole day.
Exactly, your whole day.
I'm coming to the camera because what I want to say, I'm saying very, very seriously now.
Oh, okay.
Pinterest.
Oh, Pinterest. Yes.
If it was a person, I'd trip it up. Because some of the pictures that I bought are just incredible, and airbrushed and photoshopped.
Yeah.
And done by people that are like tremendous. We all haven't got the same skill set.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So I'm a big advocate for, all right, I'll do something like that, but I'm not doing that.
No. Why should you? It's
Why should I?
Copy. Don't copy somebody else's stuff.
Let's be individual.
So go on.
No, I was going to say, that's kind of going to lead us on to
nice.
A little bit.
Yeah. So it was Mel's idea, actually, because she hates Pinterest so much. I'm sure, was it not your idea?
Yeah.
It was. Own it, girl. And it was about Pinterest, and it was based, if you saw our Tech Talk Tuesday before, where we did the 10-minute nail art challenge, it was sort of evolved from that. And it was the fact that we have Pinterest and we have the time we've got in the salon. So what we decided to do, and I have got some images, so you will just don't miss us too much, we will disappear. Mel gave me a couple of images to create. And so I gave Mel a couple of images to recreate. Okay? So I believe that she gave me the worst images, and she got pretty good, inspiring images. Like, what the hell? Look at the difference, guys. So, what?
Yeah, but that's what I bought. They are the images that. Yeah, I'd like that on my nails, please.
What, paper?
Oh, anything. Yeah, I've got all sorts. Do you know what? Actually, one of my clients, we tried to do brown paper the other day.
What?
Brown paper effect.
Oh
Michelle.
my God, Michelle.
I'm naming her. I don't care.
Well, so what we did, right, was we pre-filmed this, so you guys will get to watch it now. We've done their 10-minute segments, and we've created 5 nails for you. Now, we've created 5 nails I'm making these super small and no one's going to see them on their phone, so let me just get rid of them, Sam. We've decided to, we made these 5 nails. We pre-recorded it just like that 10-minute nail art challenge. So you guys get 5 options that you can sort of pick and choose and put on your nails. But the core idea of this was that we don't copy what we've been given. Yeah? We create something
magical and full of wonder.
So I think I went last time, didn't I?
Yeah.
So do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to press the button. And I just want you guys to just appreciate the intro. Just do that.
And don't go away.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's slowly coming up.
Yeah, no, don't go away, because we've got, in fact, while you're watching this, just a real quickie, because we forgot to do this at the beginning, Mel. Just type in Nail Tech TV, because you guys, when you are waiting for us to come live again, we're going to send you a bunch of cool stuff like outtakes. We are going to get sponsorship, and we're going to get some free shit. We're going to send it to you.
Free shit.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to send any free shit,
It's
send our way.
Mel's waiting. We'll talk about that later. But if you're going to be on the exclusive list, then you will get all this. So if you type in Nail Tech TV whilst you're watching this, you'll get a little message, be sent to a page, and then you can put in your email address, and we'll send you stuff, cool stuff, over the next 12 months.
Nail Tech TV.
Nail Tech TV. Right. Ready, Mel?
I'm ready, Sam.
Okay, ready, steady, go.
So it's Mel, welcome to my Pin Twist Nails. I'm going to start with a little gnome, a gnome. And we're going to start by drawing his rugby ball shaped nose just above the tip of the nail. So I'm using my gel liner for this because it picks up just enough paint for me and holds the paint nicely in the bristles, just to paint that circle and get it filled in as much as I can without oversaturating with paint. Remember, if you do have some lines in, with it being gel paint, you will get marks in it because it doesn't self-level like gel polish. If you did it with gel polish, it would self-level. But when you put the top coat on, that all disappears. So I'm going to also paint a hat in turquoise. So I'm just going to pick up some turquoise paint, and I'm going to paint a little crowning glory for our little gnome. And we're going to put a little point on it. Later on, we are going to be putting a bobble on this. This is a handsome dude. So rather than keep picking up more paint, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just using the paint that I've already laid down for my lines and dragging that out to fill the space. And then that way you don't get the thick build up of gel. And while you're doing that, on your teal nail, pop a nice matte top coat. So just a nice matte top coat, and this is going to be our Christmas jumper nail. So matte it down, a nice no white matte, and pop it into the lamp. So I'm going to mix a darker pink up. I've just popped another layer there of the nude. I'm going to get my darker pink, and I'm going to use that wet layer to help me blend that darker pink in. So to the nude I was using, I've just added a little bit of magenta, bit of pink, just to give us that shadow, using that wet gel just to help me blend it through, just so it looks less of a stark line. And then with the same nude for the nose, I've just mixed a little bit of white in, and I'm going to highlight the other side of his little hooter. So we're moving on to the Christmas jumper nail, and the way I do this is I mix myself some of my gel paint, which I've said already is tack free. You can do this with Builder Gel or no wipe top coat, and I'm just going to paint a jumper design. So I'm painting 2 lines down either side, just off mid-centre, and now I'm going to paint a few little tiny gel love hearts. Now, if you're using gel polish, you will find that the polish will start to self-level quite quickly and you'll lose the definition of your design. So if you do find that that's happening, then you're going to need to do an area at a time of this technique, of this sugaring technique. I'm just going to put 3 little dots in between. And I've got in my little pot here a mixture of 2 parts clear acrylic and 1 part superfine glitter, and I get mine from Glitter Stella, and I'm going to soak the wet gel. So you've got to make sure that that gel has been properly soaked and it's gone into the wet gel and pop into the lamp. So we're going to carry on, we're going to brush off that excess and we're going to do some funny little Z's at the side of the nail to make that rope-like cable, and we're going to mirror the other side and we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to soak in our acrylic glitter mixture, tap off and cure. So going back to our little gnome, we're going to give him a little face. Now again, like I say, I do like to use gel paints because they're a lot more pigmented, but this can be done with gel polish using white and grey. So this is the white, I'm just striping that on in lines with my gel liner brush to give it that appearance of hair. And I'm going to give him some little sideys, like the Liam Gallagher of Christmas Gnomes. There we be. And then just with a bit of grey, I'm just going to, while that's wet, so we're going to do some wet on wet gel painting because it blends nicer. I'm just going to add a few little flicks to his beard. So we're just going to now give him some shading to his hat using that dark and light grey that we use for the beard. So we're just going to pop some creases in his hat where the creases would fall, dark and light, and then we're going to use that same brush to blend them together. Just a little blend, keeping those 2 colours there but just blending down slightly. And we're going to put white on the background of his pom-pom. So again, same as the beard, we're just striping that white on. Look at him, he's so cute. And we're going to give him some eyes with the Florence brush because he won't be able to see otherwise. So some little beady eyes. I think we'll call him Jeff. So now he's cured, we're just going to outline with a dark grey. Quite a dark grey, not quite black, but quite dark. We're going to do his nose, down the side of his face, and we're going to enhance that bobble slightly using the turquoise in his hat. So I'm just going to do some flicky bits, just to make his bobble stand out, and cure. On these 2, I'm going to do a couple of nice shiny balls. So for this one, I'm going to do some long strands, so I'm going to need a longer brush. So I use my longer brush, is my Elise brush. And I'm going to pick some silver gel paint. Again, you can use gel polish if you want, but I just find that I get a nicer line. I'm going to actually draw 2 little, very simple bows ready for the gem to go at the bottom. And then I'm going to just add some little lines and a few little dots just to make those hanging decorations a bit more interesting. And I'm going to repeat on the other nail, doing it the opposite way round if you feel. So we're just going to add 2 circles, 2 shiny balls on those 2 hanging decoration nails. And we're going to cure that. I'm just going to use a little bit of this. This is Crystal Nails Chrome Flake. I love it. It's amazing. I'm going to get just a little brush. So a tiny brush. And I'm just going to pick up some of the loose flakes from around the edge and the bottom. And I'm going to pat it just into that shiny ball area. You see, we're just making it glimmer. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So here he is, our little chap. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to matte top coat him. I prefer characters matted. You may prefer it shiny. And then I'm also going to matte the 2 shiny ball nails. So just to finish him off, I'm going to grab some of this turquoise and I'm going to run it in waves, can you see, around where I've been with those lines that give it a bit of movement, and I'm also going to do it there. And with the same technique for the Christmas jumper, we're going to sugar his hat to make it fluffy and cure. So using a good non-wipe top coat, I'm going to make the shiny balls 3D. A nice thick top would be lovely, no wipe. And I'm going to pop it on and I'm just going to circle it round. This is a thick top coat, so it doesn't self-level as quickly. It's good for covering glitter and gems. And repeat on the other nail. So because we've got a lot of matte going on, we're going to just really glass up this lovely glitter nail. So it's super shiny. I do love nails when they're multi-textured. Here's our little gnome there. We're going to brush him off. And he's got a nice wool effect hat now. Sweet as a nut. Look at that. Our gems, and we're going to use some proper gem glue gel. Lots of brands sell it. Crystal Nails, Perfect Nails, Nail Gaga, they all sell it. So we're going to pick it up on our brush and we're going to paint it where we're going to put the star. You need to do a thick enough layer that it's going to just seep around the sides of your Swarovski and cover and grip. So you pop it on and then just shuffle it into place and cure. And we're just going to repeat on the other nail. And I'd like to add a little bit of Crystal Pixie to this now. And what I do is I mix my Crystal Pixie with my gem glue gel or a no wipe top coat on my palette. So I actually mix it in and around in the gel so it's all coated. So I know that once it's cured in the lamp, it's staying put and there is no messing. So I'm just going to spread that just onto the top of that nail there, just to give it another texture. I do use this in salon and I use it on my clients, and I do the same thing with bullion beads. And I'm just going to repeat onto that second nail. There he is, our Bazza and his Christmas nails. Look at them. Beautiful. There you go, Sam. Pin twist done.
That was so cool, Bazza. I love that.
Bazza.
Yeah.
You have to name them, don't you?
You do. No, you do.
I find it gets me more personal with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Bazza, born in Derby.
What's going on with my hair? No, I love the whole colour palette. You know, I like that simple two-tone thing. Yeah, it's very nice.
The icy and wintry. Normally, because I also thought at Christmas as a nail tech, we get a lot of red.
Yes. I've done red.
Shh. We get a lot of red, Sam.
We did get a lot of red.
So it was nice for me.
Yeah.
To be able to do a different colour.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Really lovely. Because, you know, we do get a lot of red. It's the most popular colour at Christmas without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, this is very true. And I chose red, mainly because you gave me red. You gave me red. I just want to reiterate. I'm just going back to the amazing. Hold on, the two really, really nice things that you gave me. Oh, look at that, red and white. And you like one of them. It's got Starbucks coffee on it.
You don't like Starbucks though?
Yeah, but you know, I've got to no. Like I wouldn't wear that.
Did you not do Starbucks then?
Nope. Did you not see what I did? No.
No.
You better watch then, hadn't you?
I'm going to.
Let me just put it on. Right, ready? Steady.
Ready?
Go. So Mel gave me a challenge and she gave me these images so that I could do a quick salon viable design, and I did it. So the first nail is just a white gel polish on the base. We've cured that twice, and I'm going to just use this glitter to make it look like crispy snow.
we're just going to put Joker on, which is a non-inhibition top coat, and then literally just drizzle the glitter. You could also use acrylic powder for this as well, over the top of the whole nail and cure it. It will actually stay in place. Whilst that's curing, let's top coat the other nails. We're going to gloss top coat only the red ones, and then we're going to matte top coat the white one because we're going to do some art on that one. Now you can use a top coat with no inhibition layer, but I'm just using a top coat that I love. Once they're out of the lamp, we're going to cleanse off that inhibition layer so they're ready for some artwork. Now, we're going to use spider gel for this. You could use a gel paint if you wish, but spider gel will actually sit on top of the top coat and not actually move. So it's a great alternative. We don't want to apply another top coat on this. This is a quick design that we're doing for the salon. So all I'm doing is I'm drizzling up and down. Do you remember the other one of the examples that Mel gave me? Well, I'm using that to create this effect. So I'm literally just drizzling up and down over the top of the whole nail, and I'm creating these fine lines. And what we will do when this is cured is we will add tiny little pearls on there. I did think about doing some snowflakes, but I couldn't have got that in 10 minutes. So I'm also using the spider gel to create the string for the baubles. I'm going to do some baubles hanging down. And the reason why I'm doing this and I'm not doing it with paint is because I've already top coated. I don't particularly want to have to top coat again. And if I was to do this with a gel paint, for example, I don't think I'd get those lines as straight. I mean, this spider gel is pretty awesome. And I've got the pot out anyway. So once these two pieces of string are down, we're going to cure that. We can come back and add the baubles. Now I'm using gel paint. I'm actually using the Grand Gel from Mystic Nails, which is a non-inhibition layer. So it doesn't leave a sticky layer after you've applied it. And this stuff you can apply over anything. So that means it's great over the top of a top coat. I'm going to do 2 little round balls. You could do stars, you could do long drops, teardrops, anything you like, but for the sake of this video, we're going to do 2 little balls. And don't forget, we need to add those 2 little, I don't know what they are, at the top of the balls to hold them on. Cure, back in with Joker. Remember, that's the non-inhibition top coat, and we're going to apply that crispy, it's not even crispy, it's like that glitter snow effect over the top of the balls, because what I'd like to do is have some continuity with all of the 5 nails so that they all match. So once this top coat is on, do not cure it. Exactly the same as that nail with the white. All you have to do is grab that glitter and then you're going to dust that glitter over the top. Now you could use, like I said before, an acrylic powder if you wanted to, but this is so cool and it looks so good with the red as well. Normally people go red and gold. No, let's do red and white. So it's time to add those pearls. We could do this with crystals or gems, but the pearls just looked amazing. So I've got this little pot of pearls, which I've had at the bottom of my glitter drawer for ages. I think I got them from Nails & Co. And then all I'm going to do is add these little pearls. They come in various different sizes over the top as if they were hanging down on pieces of string. So this was the inspiration that allowed me to create this design. Cure that. Those pearls are going nowhere with that builder gel. And then we're going to dust off that glitter. Now it's time for the main event. Yes, it's time for that Christmas candy. So we're going to start painting, hand painting. This is obviously the favorite part in any nail design. But have you noticed that I'm only doing 1 nail design over the whole set? That's because you want to do 1 accent nail and you want to make sure that you can incorporate other nails that are so quick and easy to do. Your client will think that they've got a whole design, little time, but lots of money because you're going to charge them for it. So what I'm doing now is I'm drawing the outline of this Christmas candy cane. Now, if you look at my brush, I've got the tip of my brush touching the surface of the nail. I've actually covered the whole of my brush with paint, but I'm only using the very, very tip. Now, I did outline this because I do feel that an outline will work with this particular design. I'm going to speed this up now because I've only got 10 minutes to do this for you. And we're just going to come and we're going to add the stripes. Don't worry too much if the stripes aren't actually perfect, because we're going to go over the top with the red as well. But having that line in place really does allow you to focus the eye and know exactly where things should be. And it makes sure that you can get that shape right. And remember, if you make a mistake because we've matte top coated it, we could just wipe the baby off again and start all over. So we're just going to add the red, and you're just going to use the tip of your brush again, the very, very tip of your brush, and just come in and apply red all the way down that candy cane. Just keep going. I am not Superwoman and I've just sped up this movie. So if you watch this and think, wow, she's so quick at it, I'm not really. I wish I was, but I'm not. Okay, so we're done with this, and what we're going to do is now just go in with the white. Obviously, I've waited till the red's dry. Please don't go in if the red's still wet, but it doesn't take long. I've used Be Creative paints here, and they really do not take very long to dry. Go in with the white. This is just so that we actually get that, what's it called? The contrast between the two. You don't want to just leave it because it just will not look finished. Going back around again with the black outline, but that should be super easy because you've already done it. Bow time. We're going to add a bow. Watch carefully how I do this. And have you noticed I'm doing it in pink? I'm not really. The bow is going to be red, but I don't want to go in and apply red first. And the reason why is because we've got various different colours and we're going to have to overlay that red, and you're going to see the changes behind it. So we're doing it in white, obviously a bit difficult with a white background. So if I did it in pink, I can go back over in red. And plus, you know, you might change your mind and you might want to do it in pink. This bow would look great in green too, so don't think that pink is or red is the only option. You can see how we drew the bow. We did the ellipses first so that the bow looks like it's folded, and then we've left them open. So what we're going to do once it's dry, just apply a darker version inside, because that's where the shadow is. It's like inside the bow where you fold that ribbon over. Is there a technical word for that? I have no idea. And then we're just going to add more shadow and outline the bow with that darker red. So it's not black, it's like a black and a red mixed together. Just go round the knot and just add some tiny little shadow before we add the red. Once we add the red over the top, you're actually going to see the shadow, but you're not going to see the lines so much. I mean, it looks pretty good as it is, really. But if we just add the red on top, it's going to finish it amazingly. Although now I'm watching this again, I'm thinking, actually, I like it in pink. Going to go over with the red, and you can see how bright that red is. Because we've added that pink background, the red is a lot brighter, and this is what we're actually looking for. So you're probably thinking this might be a little complicated for actual salon work. It's not, because those other nail designs, you're going to polish those nails anyway, and you could do this in 10-20 minutes. What would you charge? I would charge a premium for this particular nail, but the other nails, they're add-on. So you could just charge an extra £1, £2, £3 to the whole service. That way they feel like they're getting a bargain. All my clients walk away with at least one accent nail. They probably get more because I love doing this. And if you're watching this and enjoying this, you probably love it too. Right, we're waiting for that bow to dry. So we're going to do some tiny red lines. This is optional, and you could do this in green as well. I've seen some of these and they use the green with a green ribbon. That looks really good too. But tiny little red lines all the way along, and I think it just finishes it off and makes it stand apart from another candy cane you might see out there. Bow's dry, time for highlights. I'm going to use the white and we're just going to highlight that bow. Trust me, it's worth it. It just makes all the difference. So now this is all going to be dry. What we're going to do is we're going to top coat it. For me, it has to be top coated in matte. It contrasts with the rest of the nails. So that's my first pin twist challenge done. I hope you like it.
What do you think? Oh my God, I look at them every time I get online. I'm more and more messy.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I absolutely loved it. And do you know what? I'd take it back. I love the red.
Ah.
Beautiful, very beautiful. I am slightly disappointed you didn't do the Starbucks cup.
I couldn't, like, where, like it just wouldn't have gone.
Stick it in a corner and whack a gem on it.
If I'd have done the whole like clip art sort of look,
Yeah.
but
you would have had to have done the whole set.
I don't know.
So I did it, and I especially love. It's one of my favourite products, the spider gel.
I know. I still have to get from Crystal Nails the glitter spider gel because I haven't got that yet.
Now let me tell you, I've just finished my collection, so I've now got the champagne, the gold, the silver.
Have you got the rose gold?
The red one and the rose gold. Yeah, I've got them all, and they are absolutely. And I've never seen anything like it. They're so beautiful to work with as well.
I want Crystal Nails.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Crystal Nails. If you're listening, okay.
Sam needs some bubblegum gel.
Yes, is that what it is? Bubblegum gel.
Bubblegum gel, yeah.
Oh, nice name. In glitter, rose gold would be fine.
Throw it about a bit. Oh no, it's beautiful. The ruby red is really.
Oh, is it?
Pretty.
Oh yeah, because I actually use it a lot, and I started using it on my clients as well because it really is quick. It's super quick, and they love it. They really do love it.
Just on the bubblegum gel thing though, just while we're there, there's a lot of tutorials on, and I just want to add me 2 penneth worth.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm watching people doing this and stringing it over and pulling it under the client's finger. Don't do it.
Say that again. What are they doing?
So they've got it between their fingers, even though they've got gloves on, and then they stretch it, put it down, but then close it underneath the client's fingers, so the strands are actually going to be somehow skimming and touching the client's finger.
Oh. Do you do it like this then?
Yeah.
You just use a brush?
Yeah, they put it between their fingers and make it stretch on the gloves, and then kind of pop it over the nail like that.
Yeah.
And clip it off with their fingers underneath like that.
Oh, I see. But they're going to get it on the skin.
All the way around the finger. So yeah, it's just do it with a needle or a brush or
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that pin twist. I mean, it's seriously, it's not something that we can do every single month, although we would like to. Although we were talking, we have some ideas. Okay. And it's not always going to be salon viable nail art. So you need to make sure you go type in this Nail Tech TV because we will tell you what we're going to do.
Looking forward to that one.
But, we've got some other stuff as well. Before we move on to, I'm excited about this only because the music I've got for this is awesome. But before we move on to Nail Art Beat, listen guys, we have got coming up the Confessions of a Nail Tech. I'm so excited by this because I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm just hoping I beat you. I just really want to beat you.
Let's just say the one that I read for the prequel.
Yes.
Was brilliant.
It was brilliant. Yeah, that was really brilliant. So I'm just looking for the Ethan. Here we go. So if you have confessions, guys, listen to our Confessions of a Nail Tech. Oh my gosh, I can't. No, let's move Ethan up here. Listen to the Confessions of a Nail Tech. See what you think. Even if you send us a couple of lines and you don't send us a story. That doesn't matter, we'll sort of make it into a story for you, but we need the basis of it. But ultimately, it has to be a confession, not a complaint.
No.
It has to be a confession.
And we want things that are... We're not bothered how bad it is.
No, we won't judge you.
We're not here to judge. We're here to see the lighter side of it.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what you've done.
No.
The client, on a client, with a client, with somebody else, it doesn't matter. Send it in.
And the reason why you're sending it to Ethan is because he's not part of the show, and he will give either me or Mel the copy. We won't know who it's from. We won't have your name. We won't have anything. We literally will just have the copy. So he chooses the right one for the right person. And like Ethan, he doesn't care who you are. So, it doesn't matter if it's embarrassing. So just send it to Ethan. And that's his email address there. But if you sign up to, or if you just type in Nail Tech TV, we will send you more information about where you can send the confessions.
Please. Nail Tech TV, we need confessions.
Yeah, we need confessions. It's going to be so cool. So we are going to do confessions of a nail tech. But before we do that, one of the things that we want to do is celebrate you guys as nail technicians. Now, it's all fine and well, and you see all these grandiose big nail techs out there that have won awards. And oh my gosh, I've just realised we forgot about Felicity. Oh no, I'm not. I'm ahead of myself. It's fine. We've got Felicity coming up as well. But we see all these people that have won awards and they're like outstanding nail technicians. But I work with nail technicians that are in the salon all the time, and their nails are freaking amazing.
They're awesome.
Yeah, and we want to really celebrate you guys, like truly celebrate. So we have got, now I'm going to see if this works. If this doesn't work, I'm going to do it on my phone.
Because you've got to have the music.
You've got to have the music. Who's going first? You or me? You want to go first?
I'll go first. Go on then. I'll go first. See, this is a night of first. I'll do it again.
So there's a couple of buttons that I need to press first. I'm going to press the music first. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm going to turn myself down.
Okay, turn down.
Because I can't hear you otherwise. Okay, so Mal, we've got the Indiglo nails.
Oh, so I see Indiglo a lot on my Instagram feed. There is a lady in Sheffield. She's just up the road from me, and she does the most amazing nails and a photography of her nails. And she is literally just a salon tech. And these ones, I love the contrast of the matte, and I love to see matte glitter. At the moment, it's my thing. I do like a little bit of matte glitter. And I thought these were Christmassy without being Christmassy.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so the next one you chose was the multicolored stars on the nude.
Oh, yeah. I can't say her name, but again, this was from Poland. Barbara Fezin, I think, is her name. I love stars. And again, this is a perfect look if you want to have it over Christmas and into the new year. This is just like amazing. Love matte nails. Love the fact that the glitter's standing out. Love how sharp it is. So that would be like the sugaring technique, I'd say.
I like the fact that there's that contrast between the matte and that gloss, and the nails are pretty awesome as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? The rings. I love it.
The whole thing.
If I put rings on my glitter, what are you doing?
Okay, and the last one you chose was hold on, wait, let me just, I love these are the little Christmassy ones with the little cupcakes.
No, that wasn't mine.
Oh, are these mine? Which one did you choose?
I had little ones with white stars on.
Oh, you did? Oh, I don't know where these come from.
You know when you said earlier about being tech savvy?
Yeah. Well, these are really nice. And they're like got little sugar snowman. I thought these were yours.
No, they're not mine, darling.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get rid of these then. Sorry, Mel.
That's all right, my darling.
I couldn't find the other ones with the white stars.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, no.
Oh, never mind. It's okay.
Never mind. Well, anyway.
Okay, so my turn.
At them. They were done by Emma Kalani. I think it was one of her staff had done the beautiful nude nails with white stars, and they were done by either Emma Kalani or one of her staff. So they were beautiful.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so let me just. I'm going to press play again. I hope the music. Let me know, guys, if the music. Well, you'll tell me, Mel, if the music was too loud or not too loud, because. We press play again. My turn. Okay, so I chose this set of nails. Now, this set of nails, I am being biased. This was done by a member of mine. And this set of nails made me cry. Because this is quite a hard lesson that I teach in the Be Inspired Online. I'm not plugging it, by the way. I'm just saying how freaking proud I was. And I ever so often get this design through and they're like, wow, this is amazing. But when I saw this, I was like stunned. Like I'm telling you now, this is so much better than mine. I absolutely loved the ombre, the line work. So she recreated that lesson with bells on, with the F word and bells on. I love this one. So that was my first. And then I have the second one, which this I love. And I think Mel and I must have a similar taste. So this is trendynails.ua. I like this because of the simplicity of it. Obviously it's red, but it's got a nude background, and then it's just so simple and different, and it's Christmassy, but you've got that balance of artwork, and then you've got the softness of the gel overlay. I think it's just beautiful. I love this one, and I think it's the artwork that she's done and the line work that she's done is skill, very good. And then the last one I chose, this is where yours pop up. No, it wasn't. Do you know, we've just done like these monochrome, this like one colour look. Both of us have done it, and I love the fact that this is sort of in line with it, with this pink, which it looks so Christmassy, but it's not. It's a different colour, and she's used she's actually got 5 sets of nails. Mm-hmm. Like, look at the reindeer. This is for me my most favourite one of it, and this is like Veronica's shop. But I absolutely adore this one, and I love everything that, you know, the little deer look. She's got the reindeer on 2 nails. I love this one. I don't know if we can see these, Mel.
Can I see them?
Huh? Let me just stop this music. I can't hear you. Say that again.
I love the snowman that's looking up.
Yeah, it's like a different angle.
See up his snout,
yeah,
can't you?
I love it. No, and I like, but the little cookie, what are they called? The little gingerbread men.
Oh yeah.
I like, but what I really liked was that there were 5 sets.
Yeah.
So there was choice, and you didn't, you know, I thought it was very good. Yeah, I like that. And those are, you know, I like, we all look at everybody else's nail art, but we keep it secret that we look at other people's nail art, but we look at it because it's so amazing, and we're inspired by it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We love it.
We do. So, there was one more Mel sent me. I'm going to put this up. And then I shocked Mel when she sent it to me. I said, oh, yeah. Right, this is what she sent me. She sent me, this is from Prissy Pet. And it's, who remembers way back when Legally Blonde was out, OPI brought out a collection for like paws. It was petty paws or something. It was a collection of polishes for dogs.
I had to look really closely at first because I actually thought it was somebody's feet.
What?
You know how you can get the really bad...
Oh, yeah. Do you know what, though? It's the bows.
It's the bow. I mean, whose dog's it still for that? My dog would be so disgruntled if I tried to even touch her feet.
I can't imagine
it. And a little 3D bow on there for Fifi. I don't think it's... No.
But this type of dog would wear a bow in its hair, and I bet you it's even coloured. It's got, you know, you can get hair dye for dogs. So yeah, but there was because you didn't realise there was actually polish for dogs.
I didn't think the world was that mental, to be honest. Again, up here in Midlands, we lead very sheltered life. We tend not to paint our dogs' paws, so
no.
Yeah.
So no, this was now you have to let us know in the comments what you think and whether you agree that dogs should have their... I don't agree that... I don't think my life's too short for that.
I must have sedated that poor puppy.
Yeah.
My dog would have kicked right royally off.
It would just... All I would hear, and it would drive me mad, because all I would hear all night was the...
Yeah.
Licking. Trying to get it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, no.
So... You don't do it.
We decided that we wanted to talk to nail technicians on here, and Mel is determined to walk around with a, like you will see us at the shows with a microphone. This will be Mel.
Yep.
She wants
And
a
if
microphone.
there is an event that you would like me to come to, then, you know, invite away. I'm up for that, you know, red carpet and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a frock.
She's going to interview the whole industry by the time we're done.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah, that's it.
Likewise, if you want to be interviewed by me, drop me a message, because I'm always looking for people.
Yeah.
So if you want to be interviewed by me, drop me a message. I don't care what you're doing.
No.
I just want people. Anybody.
It's not.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. You don't have to have won awards. You don't have to be a nail tech celebrity.
No.
Standard, like everyday nail technicians is what you are watching us. If you want to be featured on here, message Mel. Oh, I've got your little doodah thing. There we go. Your little doodah thing. So that Mel. There we go. Oh no, that's your name. Hold on. Messenger Mel. There we go. So there's your name. So there's Mel's messenger thing. So if you screenshot that now, you'll find her. But she's messaged in here as well in the comments. So make sure that you message her. But yeah, message Mel and she'll sort out an interview with you. But you interviewed Felicity Young.
I did, and I only Felicity messaged me when we put a shout out. And I know Felicity just from doing what I do. So, you know, competing and going to shows, and I kind of came across this wild woman, and she just, I don't know, just everything about her, she just makes me smile. She has different hairdo every time I see her.
Yeah.
And I've had the same hairdo since I was 13. When I was 13, I had a mullet, but it was still blonde. But no, you know, and we had a lovely chat.
You did have a look, but I will say,
be nice, Sam, because it's my Achilles.
So as you already know, I'm tech savvy. Just saying. Okay, so I sent Mel off with a certain app thing to do this interview, but I didn't send her off with instructions.
No.
So I will take some responsibility, and we have booked a lesson. But one of the things that we couldn't, she couldn't do because I wasn't around, was get the side-by-side thingy. So you will have her flitting from, you'll have Felicity, then you'll have Mel, and then you'll have Felicity. But then the other thing, then halfway through, somebody tried to call her, and she lost Felicity completely. So I've edited this into something that, please keep watching, even if you might not see Felicity, you'll see a lot of Mel. But Felicity comes back. She does come back in the end, but she's talking, you can hear her, so it's all good.
I just completely lost the whole picture, and then at the end I didn't know if it had saved, and I was swearing because I didn't know.
I got it all.
Oh my God,
that's the outtakes folder. Oh, I've got a collection, honey bunny. I've got a collection. Let's watch it. You haven't seen the edit.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Look forward to seeing me.
All right. Here is the interview with Felicity Young. Here we go.
So my first interview is with the delectable Felicity Young, who's put me to proper shame. She's got a Christmas tree. I've got a bookcase. Trying to make you all think that I'm dead intelligent. Thanks, Felicity, for agreeing to be my first.
My pleasure.
You are a brave, brave woman.
I'm Felicity, and 5 odd years ago, me and my bestie Tan had a few drinks and decided we were going to open a nail salon. And then we woke up in the morning with sore heads, and Tan was there right, when is this nail salon happening, darling? Like that. So, and that's how it all started. So, yeah, and then since then, we've worked hard. I think when this was just a pie in the sky idea, we didn't realise how hard opening a salon was. So worked incredibly hard, and now we're in full swing, winning awards, doing all that type of thing, glitter coming out of our ear rolls. So we're in Blaenavon, which is a tiny little speck of a village in Wales. We absolutely love it. Yeah.
Is that North
Little-
Wales or South Wales?
It's South Wales, right on the border of England. So, and it's got like coal mines and steam trains. You know, it's one of these proper idyllic places.
You're on the cusp.
On the cusp.
So can you speak Welsh?
No.
Well, let me tell you, I've got something I'm going to really surprise you now. So my uncle is Welsh and he lives in Bridgend and he's taught me some Welsh. Okay.
Oh, no.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
Dim doggio, is it? But then you have to finish everything with, is it? Felicity, tell me about your awards. So you won something blingy
Yeah.
at the Midlands Expo. You won a couple, didn't you? Tell us what you won there.
So we won we wanted to win Nail Salon of the Year. That was one of our things that we really wanted to do, and we'd come second. So we done that. That was back in May.
Yeah.
So we done that, and then we were on a roll. So got Baby Boomer UK at the Midlands then.
Yeah.
And then Beautiful Bling for Beautiful Minds competition.
Yeah, and I saw that.
There's loads of other things we do as well. Like, so tomorrow I'm going up to London for I don't know if you've heard of an app called TikTok.
Yes, I have heard it. Because let me tell you, I've downloaded TikTok. That's as far as I've got. It's been downloaded onto the phone. You're going to need to TikTok me up because I'm not going to.
Oh, definitely. It's addictive. It is so addictive. So anyway, hit a crazy amount of followers and being contacted by TikTok. They want us to go up and swank about in TikTok headquarters, do a few videos and all that, do a bit of filming. All that type of thing.
I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, because we're doing so many things, it's like, okay, book this then. But you know, it's the same as I guess every nail technician. We're all like, don't know where we're going this type of thing.
I think you're particularly super busy though. I think last year I saw your name an awful lot because you've done an awful lot. Competition wise, things like that, you've done an awful lot.
I think in the nail industry, there's so many different things you can get involved in. There's so many from YouTube, from awards. There's so many bits of it. It's hard to decide which bit you're most passionate about, which direction. And within the, do I like being YouTube? Do I like doing this? Do I like doing that? It's what type of nails do you like within the platform that you enjoy the most as well.
Yeah. If there was one thing, Felicity, in the industry that you could change, if I was the genie, so Melanie, genie of the lamp and all that malarkey, and I said to you, Felicity, I want to grant you one wish for the nail industry, what would it be? What would you change? What is the one thing that you would change?
If it only had to be one thing, I would like two things.
But if I could only have one. You can only have one.
Okay, could you import all nail knowledge into every nail technician's mind?
Consider it done. Now, just to your salon, if you could offer one piece of advice to anybody out there that's opening a salon, honey, what would it be? What would
open a salon.
Don't open. Yep, unless you've got a good constitution, bumpy ride, mate, innit?
Unless you want to work 80 hours a week, unless it is your absolute passion, cleaning, you've got to be passionate about cleaning, paperwork, you know, I was deluded when we started this, completely deluded that it was about painting nails. No.
I think we see more salons closed than open, and I think that's sad. And this is why, because I think it's understanding what's actually behind running this salon. You've got all the insurances. You've got to make sure your clients are safe. Yeah.
Painting nails is 10%. Painting nails 10%. 90% everything else.
So we're coming to the end of this little interview, and I just want to again thank you for giving me your time. I know you're a busy mum and a busy businesswoman, so I have a little something for you to do. Now I'm going to show you a series of cards, Felicity. So Felicity doesn't know about this, and without even thinking about it, I want you to tell me which one you prefer and why. Are you ready?
Wait a minute. Is this like a test?
No, it's not a test. Ready, Felicity? Okay. Go.
Glitter.
Why?
Because it sparkles and you can chuck it about the place.
Okay.
Art with acrylic.
Why?
Because that's what I enjoyed to do.
Excellent.
And the pen would bite my head off if I touched the gel. Oh, Bradley Cooper.
Nicely done. Nice imagined. I wouldn't say no to neither. Here we go.
Gold.
Ah, why?
Yeah, it's more sparkly.
Okay. And the final question.
Oh! Of course you, Mel.
Sorry, Sam.
Do I get in trouble?
Shut that away. Felicity, you have been amazing. Thank you so much for being my first guest. Only Wales in it, is there? Is that what we say, is there?
Is there?
We'll look for you in the future competitions. Good luck, my sweet. And have a nice TikTok. Have a nice TikTok tomorrow.
Oh my God, that was really cheeky.
Do you know what though? I take back saying that you know your tech skills, and all that. That was really good because that is not what I sent you.
No, it was not. It was like it was.
There was more shit in there, honestly, and F words than just like a little. And I was getting so flustered. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'd had a couple of glasses of prosecco by this point. It had been a long day, and I'd only had. Just if my Slimming World consultant's watching, I just had a bottle. It hardly matters. It doesn't matter. So really, that mixed with Felicity not understanding Welsh, it just tipped me over the edge.
It was very funny, and I have to say, when we were watching it, there was a couple of other good things in there, but we had to keep it short because already we're 20 minutes over time. And but Ethan and I were in stitches. It was very funny. So guys, if you want to watch the bloopers and the bits that she didn't do so well, type in Nail Tech TV and you will be directed with a little link to a sign up page. Give us your email address and we'll send you over the next few months lots of nice things. Lots of nice things. I'm not sure what they are yet, but they would be nice.
They'll be lovely.
We have so many plans for this show.
Yeah.
We have no idea why we're doing it. Like, we don't, do we? There's no, it's just like Nail Shade. No reason for us to do it. But we've got so many cool ideas. Like, we really do. I'm excited. It's going to be really cool. So, we're nearly getting to the end. I know. But we do have the best bit. I don't know whether I should go first or you should go first.
Well, seeing as I've gone first all night, why don't you go first?
Oh, did you go first?
Or have I got to go first? I've been first all night. Do you want me to go first again?
No, I want to go first. I want to get it over with. Because the reason why is because I want to listen to yours and relax.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use my phone to do this music. So guys, it'd be really cool to know. Is that wine?
Oh, no. Pepsi Max.
Oh, Pepsi Max. So I want to hear the difference. So I'm going to use my phone for this music. This is the music for Confessions of a Nail Tech. But before we start, I have this. Snazzy, right? I'm just so good. Okay, so I got sent this confession.
Okay.
And I have to say, I'm really pleased with this one. Like I'm so happy that I got this one. So I'm gonna hit play. Hold on.
Ready.
Hold on. You hear that? Yeah, you can hear it. Okay, all right, ready? So this happened to me a long time ago now. When I was working in the back of a small salon, I was overrun with clients for most of the week. I didn't have much time to even think, but you know how that is. It was Saturday and the day was going to be a busy one. And I had this raging cold. I think it was football season at the time and I had just started, so all the boys were at football practice. My husband was self-employed builder, so he was working extra hours leading up to the half-term break. I grabbed my bag, my smoothie, and pills for the furnace that was my temperature, banged the 3 boys in the car, and kicked them out at the football pitch, racing the car back into town like Lewis Hamilton. Thank God there was a parking spot right outside the salon, or I would have been mega late. I got into the salon and the client was already waiting. Cocked eyebrows, looking all judgy, with one eye on the clock. Why they were worried about time, I have no idea, because I was the one that was going to have to be rushing around all day. Anyway, took me 3 minutes to set up my nail desk, because I always did it the night before. My client sat in front of me and presented me with horrific fingers that had either been up a cow's backside or in the garden. The smell of Chanel perfume was making my head spin, and realising that I had a splitting headache, I called over Kerry. Now, Kerry was our Saturday girl, and she was the most unwilling Saturday girl I had ever had. I asked her to grab my pills from my bag, and with a purse of her lips and a roll of her eyes, she stole herself away from doing her own nails and grabbed the pills. Stomping over, she slapped the popped pills from the blister pack onto the station and the water next to it. Without even... Okay, my music just went off. Never mind. Without even looking, I popped the pills, trying to engage my client. She wasn't over the fact that I had been 5 minutes late and that she would have to be 5 minutes late out of the chair. But then things started to go a bit hazy. Everything started to slow down and filing became a chore. It was like my hands weren't connected to my arms anymore. My client's voice became disjointed, like a carnival ride in a horror movie, and Kerry appeared back at my mouth, dabbing it. I was trolleyed like on a Friday night trolleyed. Drool had been dripping out and was swinging like a demolition ball off my chin, thus freaking out my client. I felt my head was getting closer and closer to the table, when in fact it banged the top of the station and I was out cold. The next thing I knew, I woke up staring into pale blue eyes of a rather sexy paramedic who was laughing at me. It turned out that my husband, who had a bad shoulder, had been to the doctor and was prescribed codeine for when he could take the evening after his work. In my haste to get out the door with the boys, I grabbed his drugs instead of mine, which was just regular paracetamol, and Kerry had given me 2 of them. 2 was an overdose. Apparently codeine turns into morphine when it hits the liver, which is why I was sparked out. I see my ex-client now and again in the supermarket. She's still a little judgy, but I'm sure that she has dined out on that story ever since. So the lesson to learn here: always read the label and don't trust the drugs the Saturday girl gives you. I mean, like, seriously, I can imagine trying to concentrate, trying to do the nails and thinking, what's going on?
I mean, I would have had to have got my thinking cap on and encapsulated the slobber or something. You know what I mean? You'd have to kind of just...
I don't think, it's just, I think all of that must have been retold to her, because I know what it's like to have taken an overdose, on accident, by the way, just because I've taken pills and not realised, why am I feeling this way?
I've had codeine. If I can't have codeine because they make me feel drunk, and one of my clients once gave me a tramadol.
Yes.
Because I got a bad back. And it was fine until I stood up and went to the kitchen, and then I couldn't remember where I was. So I'd be no good. Oh my God.
I take codeine 4 times a day. I do. And I'm actually a functioning codeine taker. I'm never going to get off the codeine.
My name is Sam, and
That's it. I'm a functioning codeine taker. But, obviously, when I first started taking it, I was good for nothing. I seriously was glazed eyes. And so this poor girl.
Poor girl.
I know.
That poor client. That was funny. I wonder
if Kerry still works there.
I don't know.
Push her over the edge.
I know. She needed a Lorna, really. Lorna would have looked at the pills. Are you sure you want to take 2 codeines? Okay, so it's your turn now.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just press play. I hope. How was that music?
I heard it.
Oh, that's okay.
Know. Anybody, if you're there, let us know. What was the music like?
Yeah, what was the music like? Do we write to Nailtech TV here? Suzanne, if you want to write your confession, okay, I hope you're still around, you need to email your confession to Ethan because it's completely anonymous. So we will not know your confession. Be as elaborate as you like because we will not know whether it's the truth or not. And be as descriptive as you like because if you're not, we'll have to add in the description to make it fun. But Ethan at BeInspired.online, he will receive your confession and he will then disperse to either Mel or... And I said to him today, he got one came in today and I said, oh, is it a good one? And he goes, oh, hold on, let me read it. I said, well, before you send it to anybody, just remember I'm your boss.
And I want the best one.
But
I'm going to end up with... I'm going to have to elaborate mine then.
No, you won't. You won't. He's good. He is good. I'm joking with him. Right, are you ready? I'm excited about this.
I've got mascara down my face because that's made me cry.
No, you're good.
Right.
Okay, I'm pressing play. Okay.
I was trying to upskill in the industry and I'd done a couple of courses and I decided that I'd go on a photographic course. I was tagged in a post and noticed that there were a couple of names in there that I recognised, followed, admired and idolised. So I was very excited. After the first day, we realised that we were in the same hotel. So they gave this back. How kind. Helpful and helped them unload the car as they had a lot of kit and I wanted to make a good impression. Like a pack horse, took their own stuff and we started walking to the hotel. Laden over the car park towards a pub full of people and a hotel, I realised that something was amiss. The gusset of my tights was starting to slowly go downwards. The wrenching feeling in my stomach, I just kept going so as not to embarrass myself, but knowing that these 2 nail techs were behind me. By then it was too late. The bit of my tights was now between my knees.
No!
Literally trying to walk and style it out. And I had a short skirt on.
Oh my God.
One of the tech had bags. I had to do it. I asked her if she could pull my tights up.
Oh my God.
I could tell by the laughing that she had already noticed me looking not dissimilar to a penguin. This tech then proceeded to pull my tights up and hang on to them with her arms while we tentatively walked the rest of the way to the hotel reception. The hotel receptionist clocked me and I couldn't tell if he thought I was being manhandled or helped. I've never been so embarrassed, but we have remained friends, thank the dear Lord. Note to self, buy new tights when meeting nail idols or wear pants over the top.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Do you know, I don't know about you, but you know when you, I'm probably going to say something, I'm really embarrassed myself, but I don't know when you were at school, did you ever have a dream that you used to go to school without knickers on?
No, Sam.
You did. You did.
Is it only you that's dreaming that you're commando?
I used to have this nightmare. It wasn't a dream. It was a nightmare that I turned up to school and I'd no knickers on. It was, I thought all children had this dream.
No, Sam.
Oh God, let's just rewind this. This isn't even...
John, move the codeine.
Well, anyway, that reminds me of that. It's like the worst nightmare.
You just, I mean, and the fact that she was trying to help them as well.
I know.
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
know who this is. I want to know who these celebrity people are. Do you know?
I might know.
Okay, hold on. You can tell me later.
It might have been included in the email, but I'm not going to divulge.
That's so funny. Oh my God. I do you know what? I think out of everything, the Confessions of a Nail Tech is the best. I love it. I love it.
The more outrageous, we want
Yeah.
the most outrageous things in the entire world.
Do you know what killed me? I was going to write a book called Confessions of a Nail Tech, and I actually did a couple of posts years back, and I collected all of these confessions, and I can't find them anywhere. I know, I don't know where they are. So I probably could do another post, and we just get posts on Facebook, but we want you to email them in, because we don't want anyone else to know. We want to be the ones to tell the story.
It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how embarrassing it is, what happened. We just want to know. Yeah. In as much detail as possible.
So, oh my God, my family are like, go away. Seriously, go away. They're like talking to each other on the group chat, and right, well, we're finishing up soon anyway. What was I going to say? We have one more thing that we want to, sorry, I'm looking for the doodah thingy bob. Oh yeah, product spotlight. So product spotlight, we have, everything's happening. Dog wants to come in. Everybody's messaging me. Like, gosh.
And I'm the only one that's been good.
Product spotlight. So product spotlight, we will do a couple of segments in the next few months about products. So if you are a brand watching, or if you have products that you have no freaking clue how to use, then we'll use them for you. And we want to spotlight them like we did. I spotlighted the spider gel and mystic gels, and Mel also did the crystal nails glue and all of those other things, and Stella, what is it, Stella glitter? Yeah, so we want to spotlight you, but we want to talk about your products rather than doing nail art with them. And we want to trial them, test them, do some stuff with them. So if you're interested in being part of the Mel Sam Show, get in touch with Mel.
Get in touch.
Yeah, to be the one of us.
This is how this is going to work.
Yeah, because it's all about you, definitely. And then we also have Dear Mel and Sam. Okay. Now, Dear Mel and Sam, you need to email me. This email will change because I didn't have time to set up a proper Dear Mel and Sam email. This email will change. But for now, if you have we are sensible, and we're quite, we know we can help you if you have a particular issue.
We're at a certain age, we've been around.
Yeah. So if you have I don't know what to do about this situation.
Not necessarily nail related.
No, it could be anything. Could be work related. Yeah.
Not Claire Rayner. Anything.
Send it in, and we'll help. Well, one of us will read it out, and then we'll chit chat about it, and we'll help. And the thing is if you're emailing us that information, I have time, or Mel has time. One of us has time to research it, and we can actually help you with that. So that's what we also want to do. So there's lots and lots of things. If you sign up, and if you just type in the word Nail Tech TV, we will send you an email with all of the options and things that you can do and send and be part of this amazing show.
I'm really, really, really pleased. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, it has been.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, you let us know if you go to our group, our page. You're on our page. Hello. Hi. If you're on our page, let us know in the comments. Let us know. Do a separate post. Say how much you enjoyed it. If you're watching, stop messaging me. What's that?
Yeah.
Stop messaging me.
Let's share it. This is what we need. This isn't brand biased. It isn't anything like that. this is for everybody
Yeah.
in the nail industry. Share it on. It doesn't take 2 seconds to press that share button and share it out there. And let's get me and Sam a studio and a fit celebrity chef.
What?
How's that?
Yeah, definitely. I like that. Yeah, let's do that. What else can we have?
Nice car.
Yeah, somebody to pick us up. Oh, we could even have somebody to produce the whole thing.
Have somebody to dress me.
Makeup.
Yes, Sam. Yes,
Okay.
Sam.
Well, I think we're ahead of ourselves.
We are.
A lot of work's gone into this show. And yes, it should have only been an hour. I apologise. Really, not really. I've had fun.
I've had loads of fun.
But
I'm not sorry.
I will learn now. We maybe need to do less segments.
Disagree. I think we need to do more. I think it needs to be 7 hours long and don't sleep. We ought to do a sponsored overnight-a-thon. I think that's... Mel, shut up.
Yeah, no, that's not. I know. We might be able to do a sponsored something. When you come down.
Yes. We'll do a sponsored something and give it to
Somebody.
something.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
We'll figure it out.
Because we're givers.
We're going to be back in January. That means you guys have Christmas, New Year, everything to get all over with. And then you got to look forward to us in that dull, grey month of January.
And we're going to make this one particularly sparkly, just to cheer you up. Because we all hate January as Nell Text. We absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
So we're here to make you not hate it. Give you something to look forward to.
We are back. I'm just looking at the diary. I think we are back on the 20...
It's 23rd, I want to say.
No, it's December. I'm looking at the 20th.
20th.
The Monday the 20th, 7:30. So pop that in your diaries right now. But if you've popped in Nail Tech TV, you will get a reminder in your messenger because we're clever like that. We're tech savvy.
Yes, we are, aren't we, Sam? I'll ring you later. Oh, sorry, forgot.
Oh my God, go away, guys. Okay, right. I am going to say goodnight. What are you going to say, Mel?
I'm going to say, see you later, Tater.
I like that. Not trumpet up your asses then.
Well, no, I did want to say Merry Christmas, everyone. But, you know.
Guys, have a great Christmas. Let us know if you've loved this show. Share this show and tell your friends about it because it's going to be the next best thing.
Ever.
And do you know what? When you see me again, my hair will be even longer.
When you see me again, I'll be 7 stone lighter.
I love that.
No, in my underwear. It'll just get less clothing every stone I lose.
No, don't turn up in your underwear.
Why?
I can't. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're going to be live on... Well, no, actually, yeah, because we'll get loads of followers.
Absolutely. Nudie Mel.
Nudie Mel.
We'll have a segment.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And we will see you again online. We will not forget you. We've got loads of things to post and we will email you. Plus, look out for our brand new YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The Mel and Sam Show YouTube channel. Blah, blah, blah,
It's
blah.
really real and everything.
It's got what?
It's really real.
I know. It's great. Okay, guys. See you later.
Merry bloody Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Bye.